What is up, guys? Welcome back to Dan's Reviews, and today I'm back for another Walking Dead video leading up to the second half of The Walking Dead Season 9, but mainly this one, we're going to be talking about the movie, and we're going to be talking about the huge topic that's going around ever since Rick Grimes has actually left the original television series. I've heard so many people talk about it. I was like, I'm going to make a video on it. I have to make a video on it. Because I want to share my opinion on this situation here. So, will Rick Grimes... Okay, so, spoiler warning if you're not caught up on the Walking Dead original television series, because otherwise click off right now because I'm going to spoil some things. So, of course, after Rick left in episode 5, a lot of people were wondering, will he ever actually return since he didn't actually get killed off? Now, Andrew Lincoln has come out and said that he will never return to the original Walking Dead television series. So that's a lock. Unless it's in, like, the series finale or something, which I could see them doing, I don't think, which I think that is going to be a long time from now. So, I don't think, if I had to be honest, I don't think we'll see that. So, now, and that's just for the original television series. So, this is mainly for the movie, I think. Now, a lot of people think, and here's the question, will Rick actually reunite, and will Rick actually find the others again? So, I'm talking Michonne, Daryl, Carol, Negan would be cool, or anybody else from the survivors. Will he run into anybody from the original survivors, or will he just find the entire group eventually? Will that happen, and how would it happen? So, of course, what we do know is that something has kept Rick from not, coming back in 6 years. So, somehow it took him 6 years and still nothing. They haven't heard from him. He hasn't come back. He hasn't shown. And, a lot of people are like, did he come back in the time skip and then leave again? It's like, no, because I'm sure they would have mentioned it. So, you're telling me that he's been gone for 6 years. I think the only reason why he would be gone for 6 years and not try to get back to his family and actually do so, in those 6 years, because you gotta think, they knew Rick Grimes for 2 years, basically, 2.5 years. I think that was around the amount of time we were in episode 5 of season 9. We're around a little over 2 years into the zombie apocalypse. Basically, they've known him for 2 years at that time. He goes, they think he's dead, then they skip 6 years. They skip way more time than we even passed in all 9 seasons through that time skip through episode 5 to 6. So, that would mean that literally they have gone more time without Rick than actual time with Rick in the group. So, and that actually is pretty crazy to think, but it is. That's 100% true. So, it's like, well then, how would Rick be, why would Rick not come back? Now, I think the only reason that would keep him from RJ, from, Judith, and from Michonne, is if he has amnesia and he doesn't remember who he is. That's something that I know a lot of people, I've already heard some people, they're like, that makes me sad, I don't want to see that. Well, it might happen because, when the bridge blew up, Rick did not look like in the best condition there, and we didn't really hear him talk to Jadis when she was saying, you're going to be okay. He kind of looked confused to me, Now, I could be reading into that a lot, way too much, but I still think it's a possibility because that would make sense why Rick wouldn't come back in 6 years. He doesn't even know what he'd be going back to, He wouldn't know who Daryl is and who Michonne is. And yes, that's a very sad story. A lot of people don't like that idea. I've already heard quite a few people not liking that idea and that route. But that's the only reason that Rick wouldn't return, in my opinion. Unless, he just gets caught up in something. But that's the thing. He wouldn't give a crap. Seriously, he wouldn't give a crap about anybody else. That is, he wouldn't care about anybody else. A lot of people are saying, well, they do a Morgan thing where he leads, a new group and he has to protect them. He's got a new group that he's got to take care of now, and they'll die without him. He wouldn't care. He'd be like, die. I don't care. I want to go back to my family, the family that I've survived with for over 2.5 years at least, probably. So, I'm pretty sure that the only reason why Rick wouldn't return is if he was either, held against his will, if he was captured for 6 years, and he couldn't get out or something, like if they trapped him somewhere or something, like a prisoner type of thing of wherever Jadis took him, and, you know, that's why he can't get out, because he just seriously can't get out of this place or whatever that he's in, you know, the helicopter people location or whatever. Or he has amnesia, and I think that's the route they're going with it. Now, like I said, a lot of people don't like that idea. I'm fine with it, but, you know, I still, because it's like, I don't know, I feel like they're going to have to do it right if that's what they do. So, I don't know, either way, they're going to have to make sense of why Rick didn't return in the last 6 years. That's a long time. So, you know, just my opinion, though. So, anyway, rate your comments in that comment section below. How do you feel about the whole Rick Grimes thing? Will he ever find the others again? I think he will, to answer the question. I think he will, but I don't think, if I'm going to be honest here, I don't think it'll be in the original television series. I think we'll see it in the third movie, or, you know, at some other point in time in another version of The Walking Dead. I don't know. But I think Rick will find Michonne and the others, and I think they will have a happy ending at some point in there, where Rick reunites with everybody there. I think people, they kind of owe that to us, I feel like, to do that, at least in the next 5 to 10 years of the Walking Dead universe. I know that sounds like a long time, but if Rick is doing 5 movies separate from them, or, sorry, if Rick's doing 3 movies separate from them, that could at least take 5 to 10 years to make just those 3 movies. You know, really. It could take a few years between all 3 movies. You know, they could make 1 movie, wait 2 years, make another one, and then wait 2 or 3 years and make another movie. You know, they could really draw this out to have Rick be separate from the survivors for, in our time, our viewing, 5 to 10 years in the regular world time. And that's just something we might have to deal with. So, but at least he's still alive, though. That's one thing that I am happy about. But we're going to have to see how this works out. But I do think we will see him reunite with the others. I just don't think it's going to be in the original series, is what I'm saying. Because Andrew Lincoln already said he's not returning. So, that's just my opinion, though. So, anyway, rate your comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.